What is popping, everybody? My name is Aiden, and welcome back to the Original Fashion Tarot channel. We're back for another two videos here on the channel today. This one in particular being on Gemini, who in the Greek mythos roughly equates to Hephaestus, the god of fire, blacksmiths, forging, essentially a celestial toy maker. Bit of a gruff god, Hephaestus, as I've said many times in these past readings, but not exactly the worst guy you could meet. He may appear stern, gruff, very brutal outside, but the man's got a good heart. He's just tempered it with steel. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. It is a Sunday as of the time of this going up. Had a good weekend and soon to be upcoming week here. I hope so. And without much further ado, let's go ahead and get straight on into this. So starting us off, Gemini, we have Prometheus's Gift. Okay. Now, this is a bit of an interesting card because this can depict a lot of things. It can depict a rebellion, it can depict an enlightenment, it can depict a sacrifice, it can depict passing a torch of some sort, passing on a legacy. This is a very, very, what's the phrasing for it? Not vague, but I guess, yeah, vague card to start off with. It doesn't have much foundation to it. There's a lot of ways it could go, but it needs foundations. It's good, but it's, gonna need some context to help it along. So let's see. Close acquaintance? Pan's Forest Revelry. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Again, not sure where this is going. These two cards don't really match up that well. I'm gonna add in a third one and see if that gives me a little bit more help here. Where's your head at? Pandora's box. Ah, there we go. Okay, now I've got it. Okay, Gemini. Recently, you learned a very important life lesson. You learned a valuable life lesson. You learned wisdom in some way, shape, or form, Gemini. That's the enlightenment part of this card, actually. And this friend of yours is celebrating your newfound wisdom. They're throwing a little party saying, hey, you finally figured this out. You finally, got your head together. Things are looking good. Very nice. That sort of deal. Well done, first of all. Second of all, what life lesson did you learn here? Because clearly this was like I guess the most obvious metaphor would be a Pandora's box, since that's literally the card that came up with where your head's at right now. This was like a Pandora's box opening. This was like opening your eyes for the first time and seeing things in a whole different way. Your entire worldview has been transformed because of this one event that happened here. So what did you learn, Gemini? What did you do? What did you learn? What's around you? I had a feeling this card was coming. I had a feeling something like this was coming, and I guess my instinct was spot on. The grace of Aphrodite. Wow. Okay, so interestingly, Aphrodite is the goddess of love, but you know what she also is? She's married to your patron god, Hephaestus. What you learned recently, Gemini, was how to open your heart again. How to open up again, talk to people again. You learned to love again, Gemini. Wow. Who you're loving, I'm not entirely sure. Clearly, this is your lover. Clearly, this is the person you've fallen in love with. They fall in love with you. You've started a relationship. It was a whole epiphany. You've learned to open your heart again, Gemini. And believe me, I know how hard that is to do. So, well played. Well, well played. What do you want? The Triumph of Hercules. Interesting. So, now that you've got them, to be the perfect person for them. You want to be their knight in shining armor. You want to be their hero. You want to be their lover. You want to be their world, Gemini. Little word of advice for you here. This may be the first relationship you've had in a long time. It may be the first relationship you've had in maybe a couple of years, maybe a few months or something like that. I'm not sure how long, but it's been a while for you, Gemma. So let me give you a word of advice here. Take it slow. I know you want to rush into things. I know you want to, experience it all. I know you want this love to burn bright, but take it slow, Gemini. Trust me when I say you'll feel much better for this if you just take some baby steps. Okay. Who's advising you? Ooh, Elysium's Fields. Yep. Gemini, that's exactly what I'm saying. You've got it right now, Gemini. Right now, you have every single thing you could possibly want. You've got the love, you got the happiness, you got really a brand new life going for you right now. What you need to do is settle in. And this is your lover telling you this right now. Your lover is telling you straight up, don't panic. Relax. Take a breath. I know this is new to you, Gemini. I know this is very, very new to you. Opening your heart again and finding love, it's not easy. But now that your heart is open and you've started to love again, it's good that you are, but you need to take a breather and not panic about it. Take it slow, Gemini. What's your dilemma? Exactly what I've been saying. You feel so vulnerable right now. That's the big thing behind all of this. You feel so vulnerable right now. You feel so exposed, so vulnerable. You're really stuck here, Gemini. Wow, you're scared. You are deathly terrified of losing this. Now that you have it, Gemini, you're deathly terrified of losing it. Believe me, I understand that fear, and I sympathize with that fear. That is a totally respectable fear to have, especially after what you've been through, Gemini. But you don't have to be afraid. Trust this new lover of yours. They have your best interest at heart. They have your heart in their hands, and they have no intention of crushing it. They hold it with gentle caresses. That's all I can say about it. So who has the power? The Labyrinth's Escape. Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense, actually. You're in a bit of purgatory of fear right now, Gemini. That's the best way I could put it. You're in a purgatory of fear. You have the power to break yourself out of it, to overcome your fear, to accept that you really got what you have, to relax, settle in. Let yourself relax, Gemini. That's the biggest thing that you need to take from this reading. Let yourself relax. Let the tension just right out of you, Gemini. It's not easy. I know that it's not easy, but it can happen. It will happen. And trust me on this, once it does, it'll be all the more worth it. So, what's holding you back? Demeter's Harvest. Yeah, you have so much in your hands here, Gemini. That's what worries you so much. You hold so much in your hands. You hold the happiness, you hold the power, you hold the warmth, that love in your hands. It's like a warm blanket, always surrounding you, always comforting you. But it's a double-edged sword because equally as much as you have just as much to lose. And now that you have something to lose, you are definitely afraid of losing it. And that's really tough on you. And I understand that, Gemini. Just breathe, okay? Just breathe. So, what's being hidden? Eros is arrow. Wow. This is the beginning of a very long lasting relationship, Gemini. If you stick to this and overcome your fear, this is the beginning of a very long-lasting relationship. You know, it's scary for you, I know, but facing anything unknown is scary, Gemini. Facing any kind of unknown, especially a relationship, can be terrifying. You can do this. If you just push through, enjoy yourself, Gemini. That's something you should also take from this. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the moment. Because believe me, it's well worth the wait. Okay. Can you succeed? The Atlas is burden. Yeah. Yeah, I can see why you might feel that way, Gemini. Can absolutely see why you might feel that way. It's a lot of pressure, this new relationship. It is a heck of a lot of pressure. It's a lot of stuff that you now stand to lose. But try to see it as you have all that stuff now, and you would do anything to protect it, but at the same time, you wouldn't, kill for it or anything. Like, it's good, it's beautiful, it's happy. Now that you've got it, relax, enjoy it. And if it ever comes under threat, which it is not right now, protect yourself and protect the relationship. That's the best way I can put it. Now, what happens in the end? Achilles at Troy. Beautiful, Gemini. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, this is it. This is probably one of the happier readings I've ever had. I know you're stressed. I know you're afraid, Gemini. I know you go pale on the face at the thought of a breakup. But by the end of this reading, you will be their hero. You started off wanting to be their hero. By the end of this, you totally will be. That's something to be proud of, Gemini. That is something to be immensely, and I mean immensely proud of. Well done, and enjoy the relationship. Now for the PA Series stones. When's this all happening? The Sibyl's Prophecy. Wow. This hasn't happened yet, Gemini. None of this has even started yet. This reading is like the genesis of these events. That's a good word, genesis. So, yeah, this reading is the genesis of these events. All of this is going to take place in the next, I'd say, 4 to 6 months. This is a long-term reading, Gemini. None of this has happened yet. But this is all in your future. Next 4 to 6 months, this is good for you, Gemini. Last word of advice: be bold, be brave, be courageous. Take leaps of faith. Okay, I'm gonna run up a quick recap for you all, and then we'll go on and end things off. I hope you guys have been enjoying the video thus far. And if you have been enjoying the video thus far, please do go check me out on Twitter. Got the same as his YouTube channel, same kind of content on there. There's exclusive content on there. You may very, very, very much enjoy. And if you really, really, really love the content on there, consider giving me a follow. It helps support me. It helps support the channel. Sorry about that brain fart for a second there. By the way, and without much further ado, Gemini, let's go ahead and wrap this up. So, you have found a new light of your life, a new flame, a new hope has been ignited in your life. And this friend of yours is celebrating it. This new flame, what is it, you might ask? Flames of love, my friend. Flames of love. You found a new lover. You've opened your heart, Gemini. And you want to be their hero. Because you are scared of losing them. And they're telling you everything is just fine. They're happy, you're happy, life is good. And I know you feel vulnerable right now, Gemini. I can feel how scared you are. You don't want to be scared because you have so much to lose now. But you have love in this relationship, Gemini. You really do. It's all there. I know you feel the burdens of it. I know you feel scared of losing everything and protecting it all. But you started this reading off wanting to be their hero. By the end of it, you do become their hero. That's all you ever wanted, isn't it, Gemini? All right, on that cheerful note, thank you all so very much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications. You're going to miss a single one of my videos. We're trying to get to 1,000 1,000 subscribers, folks. We're also trying to get to 800 subscribers before the end of the month. So please, smash like, smash subscribe. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out, folks. Have a good one.